Hi everybody, this video is going to be about my chicken run and my chicken coop. As requested by somebody, I wanted to give you a more detailed view on how I built this. And the good thing is we're going to be able to open this up because I got some wood shavings right here, and like once every 2 months or so I'm actually cleaning out what is inside there, and I'm just dumping it into the chicken run, where I have a deep litter method going on, which means that I actually don't really have to clean out this run more than once a year, because it has about 1.5 to 2 feet of wood shavings in here. And just like pigs, chickens like to turn over the ground that they're on, so they're constantly digging and they're constantly turning over the manure as well as the wood chips. So there's actually a natural composting going on, where by the end of the year you have very good, very usable mulch / compost that you can use. And the good thing is you don't have to clean out your chicken run every so often, every week or whatever the regular schedule would be. I'll just let them do it on their own. Less work for me. So anyway, so I'm going to open this up and I'm going to show you what it looks like inside, how it's built. And one other recommendation I do, when I do the cleaning, I usually wear a mask like this one here, because there's a lot of dust, chicken dust. And even though it might be fine, I think long term it's a good idea to just wear a mask so that you don't have to breathe in all that dust particles. Alright, so let's open this guy up. I might cut every once in a while and then come back, but let's see how this goes with one hand. This ramp I can just take away, pull aside. It has a little door which I can close, and then this whole panel basically can be opened up like a door, like this. And look what we have here, a couple of rabbits hanging out. Alright, so I'm gonna just open this door up, let it hold by the feeder. Hey buddy. And then inside you see I have these roosts, and one of them came loose. They're basically hanging off one of the walls, and then they're standing on the ground. So I can take those out, which makes it easier for cleaning. You see, we have 3 chickens in the nest boxes as they're laying eggs. We'll take a closer look as well at the nest box, how that is built. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take out these roosts. I don't know if I can do it with one hand. Alright, that's number 1. I should wear like a GoPro on my head or something. Make it easier. Hey buddy. Hey buddy. And then this one comes loose as well. And I'll take that out, put it aside. Alright, so now it's very easy for me to take out the old bedding here with all the manure, and I'll just spread it around in the chicken run. So I got a shovel right here, and basically what I do is I scoop up the bedding, and then I just with one hand very elegantly move it along. So I'm going to do that for a while. I'm going to cut the video, and once it's clean I'm going to be back. Alright, so it's clean now. I cleaned out all the stuff. And these shavings, by the way, they are from my garden. These are wood chips that I just produced myself with a wood chipper. I bought like a less than $100 wood chipper from Harbor Freight Tool. So whenever I have any branches, I can just run it through the chipper, and then I can reuse that stuff for shavings. And that's really good because they last very long. I'm using this stuff here. It's called diatomaceous earth. And what that is it's basically a very fine shell powder. And so this stuff is naturally occurring. It's kind of a silica, and this is food grade. There are different grade levels of diatomaceous earth, so get the one that is food grade. And basically what the shell powder is good for is it kills tiny parasites and insects and mites, because the shells are very, very sharp, and it doesn't affect the chickens or humans. But these little guys, they actually cut themselves on it and eventually die. So I'm gonna always, when I clean out, use a little bit of that shell powder. And if you're concerned, again, use a mask so you're not breathing that stuff in. But I've read a lot of studies that say that it's not harmful, but it's always good to be extra careful. And it's organic. And then I'm just going to close this up. So here now I have a duster basically where I can spread this around easily like this. So it has a nice layer. And then I'll put the bedding in here, and then I'll do another layer on top. And that's really good to prevent mites in your chickens. And I've never had mites with my chickens. And probably because of this. So this area is about 5 by 5 feet, maybe less, and it's about another 5 feet tall. And it's good for, originally I built it for 8 chickens, but I mean I have 15, 16 chickens, and they all fit in there and they get along. Some of them actually sleep outside, they roost outside. And yeah, let's take a look at the nest boxes as well. So it's conveniently a box that is attached to the chicken coop, and I can access it without going inside. And then in here I have these plastic mats that I use to prevent eggs from breaking easily. A lot of people use straw for their nests. I like this better because it's easier to clean, and again it's better against mites. If you have something, straw might attract mites more easily, so I can clean this fairly easily and the eggs won't break. And then the other thing that I have is I use these fake eggs in here. So she's now upset. She's gonna leave in a second. Hopefully she already laid her egg. I have these fake eggs, and it gives the chickens an indication of what is a good space to lay eggs in. Because every once in a while they want to find a different spot. They're gonna lay inside here, or somewhere in the chicken run. And this encourages them to lay it here because they feel like somebody already used that spot, so it must be a good spot. And there's somebody laying an egg. I won't disturb her. So now I got these wood shavings here that I just bought, and these are pine shavings. So I'm gonna quickly open this up and cut back. Alright, so I open up this bag, and these are the wood shavings. These are pine shavings, and I would recommend using pine shavings over cedar, because cedar, I have heard, is not good for chickens, especially in closed environments, closed areas where there's not a lot of air circulation. And the reason being is that it's so strong in an odor and off-gassing that it actually can create problems for the respiratory system of chickens. So use pine shavings instead, and they're good because they're absorbent, they're not dusty, and it's very fine. So I use a very thick layer in here, so I'm gonna spread it to at least 6 inches, probably more. Alright, so this is how much I'm gonna put in there, quite a lot, and the rest I'm just gonna put in the chicken run to help with the deep litter bedding method. I can leave it in humps because the chickens will just spread it around on their own. They're just hanging out there in the back, waiting for me to be finished. Alright, so now I'm gonna use the duster one more time and put another thick layer of the diatomaceous earth on top. Again, that's that shell powder to prevent mites from coming into the feathers of the chickens. Hey buddy. So that one I really only can do with 2 hands, but I'll show you the result. So now all I have to do is put these guys back in there, and then I'm done with my little coop. This guy's taking a drink from the automated watering system, a little nipple. Alright, I put these back. We got a clean coop, fairly happy chickens that still haven't laid their eggs for the day. We're going to close this back up, this door here. Have to lift it up. Open this door up. Put the ramp back. So, and we're done. All right, a couple more thoughts on the actual chicken run. As you can tell, this entire area is covered by this hardware cloth. I talked about it in the last video how beneficial this stuff is. It really helps predator-proof this entire area. You really need to look at your chicken run and think of it as Fort Knox. You do not want anything to get out and specifically get in. So if you have any raccoons, any snakes, any rats, you want to build it in a way that they do not have any chance to get in here and spread diseases or kill off your flock. And specifically raccoons are very smart. So not only do I have this entire thing sealed up like a security prison, I also have these locks, and at least I don't have to lock it at night so far, I've noticed, but at least I have to keep them like this, because I have seen raccoons play with these locks and try to open it up. So they're very smart about this. I have a lock here too. Hello. And the other thing that they do is they dig. So you gotta make sure you go deep into the ground, and I'm going actually up to 2 to 3 feet into the ground with the actual hardware cloth, so that when they start digging at some point they just lose interest. They only go about, so far I've seen them go about 6 or 7 inches, and then they stop. So don't think that they're not smart enough to get underneath your chicken run if you do not go deep into the ground. And it also helps with the rabbitry, because rabbit are natural diggers and they like to dig. Like over there, they've built a little hole there, and this way I don't have to worry that they will dig themselves out of it. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you have any questions how this is built, and I'll be happy to answer. One more thing here, you can see I actually put a roof on top for rain, because every once in a while it does rain here. So there you go. If you did like this video, please like, comment, ask questions, and subscribe. Have a great day.